So the team have very creatively called this the lace up gift box. And I get why, because it has like this bodice wrap that comes around it. It's very nice. And this is your lid. So you have the outside lid and the inner lid. And then you have the tube that is the box with the base. And then you have this fabulous little wrap that goes around there as well. That would be really nice with a bottle of perfume inside. That would make it really special. Right, so I'm going to do this in these sections for you so that you can see how they all build. So we'll start with the main box. This is the net, quite simple. Move this out of the way. That's your base piece. And then these are all your sides. Okay, so let's stick all the sides together first of all. Like that. So we're going to glue these together. I'm so glad I decided to use dry adhesive for this. I ummed and ahed, thought, will it be quicker with wet adhesive? And I thought, no, do it with tape, Melanie. I know it's taken me like 2.5 days to put all the tape on everything, but at least we're not sitting there literally waiting for glue to dry. You've just got to get yourself in the headspace of, right, just do it. And of course you won't be talking your way through this either, so it will be easier. Right, and then this one. There we go. Okay, so we've got our 4 sides. Like that. And then we have our base somewhere here. Goes on here, so it doesn't really matter which one it goes on, to be honest, because it's square and you're just going to wrap it around itself. But as it's that one in the net, we will stick to that one. So we're going to take this off, fold this round, fold that in and line that up. Then take the next tape off, tuck that down and under, and line that up, and then I think, let's see which works better. If we fold that in, I think we need to do the base one first. I think that will be less tricky because it's going to stabilise it for me. So I'm going to fold that in. I'm going to try and do both at once because I think that's going to be the key. So let's fold, get that tucked in there first of all, and let's work on here. We're going to have to just accept that our fingers are going to get a little bit stuck to the tape. That. I tell you what, it is super sticky, isn't it? Take my fingerprint off. And then that's going to go up there like that. Okay, so that is this bit, and then when it's decorated, looks completely different, doesn't it? These panels are fabulous. And actually, see, I'm going off on a tangent now, but if you isolated that, you've then got another pattern that you can use. I'm going to talk you through some of this stuff when we do the actual proper how do you put every pattern in every pattern and in a panel education part of this, because it's super exciting. Once you've done one, you start getting all these different ideas for the next bit. So we're going to do the lid next. Now this is just all one piece. So all we're going to do is fold these underneath here. So all I've done is put some tape along the perforation line. Again, they're all mounting folds unless I tell you any different. So that's going to glue to there. This one is going to glue in there. Get rid of that line of tape. Then, come on, there. Oh, nearly. That one is going to go into that. And this one is going to go inside, so twist it through. And that gives us our lid that then fits on top of that. Now that it looks loose because there is an inner lid to go inside it. So bring the lid in. Look, you've got this inner piece that goes inside, okay? So that's why that looks quite loose at the moment. So let's do the wrap next, just because it's the one that's on the sheet here. So you've got your lace-up panel there. Where does that bit go? Oh, okay, so you've got a longer white lace-up bit, and then this panel. This is the one that we're doing now, this decorative one here. So now this is interesting, and you won't be able to see this close up, but I can tell you, looking at it now here, you have a perforation line that goes about 1 millimetre in from this plain edge. It's meant to be there, okay? Because then you have a perforation line on the right hand side of your tab. And when you stick this, it gives you that double perforation line because it's a wraparound. So it gives you that extra little bit of room. So glue that down, glue the whole thing down, and then we'll go in with our scraper and we'll bend that round, okay? So don't think it's a fault, it's not. It's meant to be like that, because I looked at it and went, why is there a perforation line there? And then realised. So then this is the back. And again, you've got that double perforation. Then we've got our other side. Come on, Melanie. There, like that. Okay, and then our final lace-up panel, which is going to go there like that. Okay, so that will then all fold up like this and fold in like that. Okay, so we'll leave that to one side for now, and let's get rid of that net and bring this one in. So let's do our inner lid first of all, and I've thought about it, I would have put these in white, but you'll be able to see it on the finished article. So let's get these stuck to this base. One there. And they're all the same size, so it doesn't matter which one you stick where. Just one on each side of the square. Like that. Come on. There. And then the final one on the bottom. So once you've done your cutting and your taping, they are quite quick to put together. And what I would do, so what I did when I was doing all these, was I would have the scan and cut cutting all this out. And then while you're building this, get it cutting the decorative panels. Because then you're not wasting your time, are you? You're making the most of your time. Now that will fit if I've glued it properly, maybe. inside there. There we go. And it needs to be a nice snug fit, and it is. There we go. So you don't have decoration on this part, on the white bit. You have the decoration around the top bit. Okay, so that fits nice and snugly in there. So because we know that there's no decoration to go inside that part. Okay, so we're nearly there. Then we have our longer inner wrap. So it's exactly the same thing again, just gluing everything together. Like that. This would be a nice one for a teenager. That would be nice if you could get like a reed diffuser to go inside. Something like that. But you know what, we didn't want to, I know we've made some of the names a little bit specific, like the makeup brush gift box, but it's whatever you want to use it for. We just have to give them a name. Okay, so then we have that one that's then on there. So that will then wrap around. So that's the white part on that one. And then this part wraps around there and the holes line up. So whether you do the top 4 or the bottom 4 is up to you, but they line up so that you can then have that wrap going all the way around your box. And that extra perforation line will just give it that little bit more give. So let's just put the whole thing, the original one, back together again so that you can see that everything works perfectly. I'll slide those over there for now. So you have your tube that has the base in. That was the first piece that we made. And then that wrap will go inside there. Actually, I think it probably goes the other way up, like that. Doesn't really matter, whichever you prefer. No, it probably does go this way around, because then we have the fancy edge at the bottom and the lid will give us the fancy edge at the top. So that's going to slide up there. And then this part is going to slide down and go over the top, which is why Fran hasn't put any tabs on that. So that's a good idea of where it goes, and then that can just slide up into place like that. Neat, isn't it? Really nice, and I like the pattern on that one too. Look at that. Very, very pretty. Okay, we'll tidy up and then we'll do the next one.